We go hit him with the boot.
Okay, I believe we're here. We are here, you guys. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Definitely top of the morning show. This has already been a show that's crazy. I expected though, whenever we're talking about spirits or things of that nature, it just happens. It's like a happening type of vibe. But we're happy that we're above the dirt. We're here to experience it all. And welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so let me introduce myself. I go by Cedric Blickman, aka Blick, and I'm nothing without my team. Let's go ahead and introduce the team since we're already a little bit behind. Coco, how are you? What's up, Coco? What's popping?
I am wonderful. The same. What's good, Biko? What's good, YouTube?
Yes, we out here. Okay, and then we got Poetic in the building. What's up, Poetic Poison? What's popping with you?
Top of the morning.
Yes.
A lot is popping with me, especially my bones right about now. But
I got you. I don't know what it is. I ain't gonna bet on nothing, but if you shining, you out here glowing in the streets. What's going on? You got that look in your eyes. You got that look in your eyes. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna have to talk to your slave owner. I can't ask you too many questions. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to Queen Juicy. Queen Juicy, how you doing? How you feeling today?
Morning. It is freezing. I'm in temperature morgue right now. Okay?
Ooh, Lord, coldness, Jesus. See now, you got to be able to put you got to get warm. You got to get close. Might have to rub some shoulders or something to get that populating up in here.
I mean, show them, Blick.
Hit him with the. No, it's good. Yeah, man. But today is like I said, a glorious day. We're good. We're back at it. Happy Monday. People on the East Coast, people on the West Coast and Central Time, all that stuff. We appreciate you guys for joining us. We know you didn't have to do it, but you did. And we appreciate it. Let me lock this box too. I did learn the hard way. If we don't want no unexpected guests, you got to lock these boxes here on Bigo. But shout out to the Bigo team. Shout out to the YouTube world. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for joining us once again. But like I said, we are talking about spirit transfers today. And it was a spirit transferring through the computer a second ago. I was like, what the hell's going on? Lights went off for a second. They turned back on. Internet went off for a second. Turned back on. Audio went off for a second. Turned back on. So we're bracing ourselves for this entire show. So if anything happens, make sure you stay with us, bear with us, and we're going to keep it pushing. We already understand what to do. But yeah, so today, like I said, we're not just talking about spirits itself. We had a show before we were talking about what a spirit is, what the spirits do. Today, we're going to be talking more about spiritual transfer itself. I see Tina in the house. What's up, Tina? But yeah, so let's dive on in. We don't have that much time this time. So literally, this is a topic that people really don't normally discuss. I don't ever hear it, really. People will tell you about their religion. They'll tell you about angels. They'll talk about demons. They'll talk about all this stuff. But one of the things that we're not doing is accepting this PK. 1 second. Random PK. But one of the things people really don't discuss that much is how spirits can transfer. And one of the key things is we got to watch ourselves, because at times you could be susceptible, or you can actually receive a certain type of energies or an influence of energies, whether they're spirits, they're entities, like you said, angels, demons, you can go down the line. When you're in a certain type of mood, or when you're in a certain type of energy itself. And so it's good to know about this, because if you don't know, you might be a victim to it, especially on Bigo. I've seen the most spirit transfers I've ever seen in life because of this app right here itself. Real talk. I'm not trying to just expose you, Bigo. I'm just saying, I'm just looking out. I'm just saying what I noticed. You know, I'm one of the people that just watch the room. In real life, I'll watch an entire room and you'll see one thing happen to another. You'll see a person looking at another person over here, trying to get their person's attention. Once the person's attention comes, then they start acting a certain type of way. The person don't notice them. It's a certain type of energy. A person gets angry over here. Let's say a person gets upset over here. Person notices that, then they start acting a certain type of way. And what it does is it trickles down. And so one of the references I want to use is similar to the movie Fallen. If you guys ever seen the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington, with the song, nigga, that nigga was time is on my side. Yes, it is. That movie was crazy. That movie was giving up sauce though. It really was. It was a certain particular spirit or entity. I don't remember the actual name. Probably shouldn't say it right now. But it was actually a spirit that was actually transferring through touch itself. It was barely touching the surface though. It wasn't going all the way in. It was just touching the surface of what spirits are capable of doing. Now, this is nothing to be scared of, y'all. Don't be tripping. We ain't never scared. You know, we know what's up. But at the end of the day, we definitely want to make sure that we're conscious of these things. Like we was talking about in the other show with the third eye. If you're conscious of these things, then it's less likely for you to become a victim of it. But sometimes you can be not conscious in a moment and just be playing with the spirits and don't even know it. Me and Fresh got a song called Smoking with the Spirits. It's a dope song. But I started off, I say, any, mini, mighty, mo, catch a spirit by its toe. If it hollers, then it's exposed. We're playing around and joking in a sense, but y'all got to be listening to my music. It's deeper than what it is, really. But we're talking about, what's up, boy? We're talking about how when you catch a spirit, that means if you notice it, it's one thing to like, they just dwell with us in the midst of it. But when you notice it, they're going to put on a show. Trust me, trust and believe. They're definitely going to put on a show. So we just got to be conscious. And like I said, not afraid, but just conscious of what's going on. So, for instance, if we're on Bigo Live right now, you feeling some type of way, let's say your husband had made you feel some way, or your wife or your girlfriend or somebody, a friend or something made you feel some type of way. You know, you got to know that you're open right now. And so emotions are one of the number one things. That's the first thing I'm going to talk to you about emotions being one of the number one things that allow yourself to open up to spirits. Now, when you're in a certain type of emotion, a certain type of energy, it's like a heat sensor, for the lack of better words, for a spirit in the spirit realm. It's like a heat sensor. And for something that is only looking for that particular signature of heat, it immediately will notice you. So everybody's in the room feeling some type of way. One person gets emotional. That spirit is like, boom, on you. And so now at that time, it knows that it has a better chance to dwell with you. There's a difference between being possessed and there's a difference from being oppressed. I'm not on the opposite side. Obsessed. No, yes, oppressed. I said it right. The difference is one sitting in the seat, which is making you feel that it's you, like right there with you. And then there's one that's when you say like the little devil on your shoulder or something like that. That's the difference between the two. So one is suggesting like, yeah, you don't just let her just talk to you like that. You know what I mean? You like, yeah, girl, I can't stand it. You know, the other one, it makes you feel like it's you itself, to where you kind of don't even know what's occurring at the time because it's so close to your identity or to your fabric that it's becoming like one itself. I don't want to talk too much. I know I'm kind of going in the beginning, but I just got to get you guys to understand it, at least wrap your mind around what is happening at all times. It never stops. It never turns off. It's waiting for those particular moments, especially because we are emotional beings. We can be very, very in our emotions at times. You could be sad. You can be depressed. You can be happy. It don't just go with the lower realms. Most people be just talking about it on the negative aspect. You can have a energy that's influencing your happiness. So when you're in a certain type of space and you're feeling kind of energetic, your emotion or happy, I'm just so happy to be here. It could be an energy right there with you, like keeping it alive. So one thing that I do want you guys to say before we go in, we're going to go to the panel because we're all spiritual people. We didn't experience a lot of things. Is knowing that energies and spirits are feeding off of our energy. We're giving out like a certain, the lack of better words, hydrogen or like oxygen or certain kind of energy that comes off of you whenever you're angry, whenever you're upset, whenever you're mad, whenever you're happy. Something is coming off of you. And so these certain type of spirits know this. So they trying to mess with your life at times. They want to fuck with you, do certain things at times in order to get you to respond in a certain type of way. Therefore, it gives off of an aroma or a certain type of energy and they feed off of it. It's the truth. Really, real truth. All right. So we got to be conscious of where we're at in our state and to make sure you're not just feeding something else. You need to be feeding yourself with certain type of thoughts, with certain type of energies. You can do that as well. But just keep in mind, if you out there just butt naked out there, not conscious of this stuff, you might be feeding some energies that are causing certain things in your life to keep happening in a repetitive cycle in order for them to be able to feed off you. All right, that's it. So let me go into talk to Coco real quick. Coco, so I know you done seen some spiritual stuff in your life. Oh yeah. No, yeah. Before we go in, let me see. You did have your hand up. Okay, my bad. Poetic, what's going on? What you had your hand up? Sorry.
Okay, so we have the definition for spirit, which is the non-physical part of a person, which is the seat of emotions of a character, the soul. Those qualities regarding as forming the definitive or typical element in the character of a person, nation, or group, or in the thought and attitude of a particular period. Now that is the definition of spirit. Now we also have a definition for spirit transfer. The transference of a spirit is the transfer of spirits from one person to another. Transfer of spirit is a parcel of mankind on planet Earth. There are two types of transference of spirits: a positive or holy transference of spirits, or the negative, the possession of spirit.
Appreciate it. AKA broke down what I just said. I said it in nigga terms. No, I'm just joking.
Basically, yeah. That's why I was like, so you don't want me to give the definition? Because you kind of just really like
I kind of did. I just said it in general through lifestyle. I didn't even read that definition, being honest. But I just know it's always good to give the definition because sometimes people won't just believe it until you can actually see it on paper. But yeah, so real talk, it is the truth. It even says some of the things about sitting in the seat.
That was a good breakdown.
Yeah, thank you. It was talking about sitting in the seat too, which is crazy. I'm surprised that the definition said in the seat. That was deep. And it talked about emotions. Telling you, it talked about emotions. I'm telling you, it's the number one thing. And I'm like, I ain't the demon hunter or nothing, but I'm just telling you, through my life, I've had a different kind of life, y'all. And I've seen the most consistent thing about a person with spirit transfer is they're open for it. You know, either blind to it because you're being used like a puppet type of thing, or they're just open to it. And open to it is playing with those type of emotions or those energies. You're speaking in sauce. You're dining with it in a sense because you're using its kind of energies. It's kind of like when you see somebody over there at a party, right? You don't know nobody in the party, but you might see somebody laughing and stuff over towards this way, right? You like to laugh. You like to crack jokes. You might lean a little bit more towards the people over here compared to the ones over here maybe fighting, cracking jokes, or might about to fight. You know, it's just you kind of like lean more towards these group of people. And so that's all it is in the spirit realm. They're looking at it and paying attention. Oh, I see you on here, Tina. I'm going to put that on there on the screen. Y'all can read that. Okay, so yeah, I want to go to you, Coco. So yes, definitely, I know that, like I said, you're a very spiritual person. Let's just talk about first on Bigo. Have you seen a lot of energy transfers or spirit transfers on Bigo, or people operating a little bit different than themselves or being influenced by other energies from people that are in the room? What's up?
Literally, I stay away from a lot of the messy rooms. So when I go in there, when I see it, it's they already at the height. So I can't really see. I see a transfer, but most definitely the energy in that room is very particular. I don't want to call it evil, but
I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
You call it what you call it.
I just want it to be, I want it to be clear with everybody. Like, there is demon possession. And there is spirit transfer. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Spirit transfer is the energy. You know what I'm saying? Demons are actual entities. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We don't want to confuse y'all right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's good. Way to clarify that too. Yeah. You're right. She's 100% right. That's what I was saying. When it's spirit, it's a little bit different. It's a whole nother arena. Demon possession, it's demon possession. It's literally, it's crazy. It could be showing up in a certain type of way, or it has an agenda in a sense. Spirits is different, like she was saying. It's the actual energy itself. So if I was turned up, let's say that I was on some, I don't know. I could be happy. If I'm happy right now, what's up, y'all? I'm good. Like, what's up? I'm in a certain type of expression. Go ahead.
You know what I would describe it as I'm your puppet. You know what I'm saying? Let me send you my shit.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Make you be the puppet master on you.
Yeah, and it keeps going through. And she's not lying. And then you'll notice that the person normally the person that starts the room, We talking about Beagle right now. The person that starts the room, the energy is normally from that person, or you'll have the person that starts the room. Let's say they're neutral, right? They were not really on nothing, too much of nothing. Then somebody pops into their panel, and their energy is a certain type of way. Now that's influencing the person in the main box. Now they're both vibing on that same kind of energy, whatever that frequency is. They're on that frequency. Then somebody else pops in. Then somebody else pops in. And now everybody, like you say, by the time Coco gets in the room, everybody is on a certain type of thing. You trying to catch up like, whoa, dang, what's going on? She talking about who? What's going
on here?
Like it's a lot of stuff happening. You know what I mean? And it could be negative. It could be in a negative aspect. There's a lot of type of spirits or energies, or it could be in a positive way. You know, we could be cracking jokes or being in a certain type of space. The whole purpose of this show is to make you conscious of it. That's it. That's all. Nothing else. Most of y'all probably know this stuff, but sometimes we're not conscious of what you're giving off, what energy you're actually giving off, what perfume you got on. You know what I mean? Imagine it like this.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Coco.
When we speak about adrenochrome, I can't even say the word adrenochrome, like all that stuff, like Monsters Inc. type shit.
Yes.
Like that shit is real. You will feed these energies out here, and it will attach itself to you.
Facts. It's like
energy never dies.
It don't. It doesn't.
All out here in the atmosphere
so
is reporting
Newton's law of physics. Energy never dies. It is just transferred.
Yeah, just transfer
to another.
You will tap into it.
Yes. And you definitely, anyone can be subject to it. No one is just over it. And sometimes we might have crystals, or we might be having candles or little things like that. But still, it matters on how you are inwardly. I told you, once them emotions start getting a little riled up, I'm telling you, watch it. You giving a door. You saying, hey, you want to come up in and help me out with these emotions real quick? That's what happens. You know what I mean? So to be conscious of it is the first thing. So you're not just dining and being in certain type of spaces or being on certain type of energies that you don't want to be on. Don't be just a puppet, like she was saying, a puppet, just a puppet, just going along with the flow, going on with it. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're in the seat. Even if you do want to dine with it, you can. There's certain energies you can. It's cool. I want to be like this. I want to be on this right now. But just make sure you're the one making the choice and you're not just being influenced. This happened to me the other day. One of my African brothers, they was visiting out towards here, and his family came with him. And he had this cologne. I still to this day got to ask this nigga what kind of cologne it was, because I was seeing the response that he was having. He walked in the room, smelled super good. I was like, dang, I need to know, is this a kind of African herb? Like, I don't know what this nigga had on, right? But then when I hugged him, I gave him a handshake and a hug, then I smelled like it. So when I left and went somewhere else, somebody was smelling me like, oh, brother, what's that? Same exact thing, the exact same thing that happened, but in the spirit realm is just a little different. It's not the actual scent itself. It sometimes can have a scent. That's weird too. You can smell stuff in the spirit. That's a whole nother episode. But because of that, it transferred on to me. The oils and the stuff that he had on him transferred on to me. Therefore, it was causing me to get the same kind of response. This is deep. Same kind of response, the same kind of reaction as him. Now, this happens all the time, like I said. So we just got to make sure that we're conscious of it. So let's get ready. Let's kind of go into it a little bit more. So Poetic, I know that you've had some situations where has there been some times where you've noticed spirit transfers, whether on Bigo or outside of Bigo?
Oh, most definitely. See, the irony in talking about spirit transfers right now, I just had recently a situation where somebody affected another party throughout my weekend, and their energy that came off, like it kind of, it had an effect. And even on Bigo, I have sat in some rooms where it's been chill, we've been good, and then somebody came in and hyped up and it just went left.
Yeah,
like really quickly. It
exactly.
Escalated, like it snowballs.
Facts.
Like, okay, it was this big, and now it's huge. This Bang Theory kind of feel.
That's it.
So I definitely, most definitely, and it can be sometimes even. I'm going to be stealing a word from somebody. Kind of canatonic. Canatonic. some of the energy that you come into, it can be so strong, so overwhelming, so powerful, so big. It can fill so much space that it even sometimes can make you feel nervous or anxious or, little in a sense.
Yeah. And you don't even know what's happening. Yep. That's a good, excellent example for real. And like she said, the snowball effect is real, boy. The snowball effect is real. We gonna give you some answers though. We gonna get some answers. You ain't lost. We ain't lost out there for those. It's like, oh my God, am I being subject to that? But yes, a person with a strong personality too, sometimes can either be blind to it or maybe they know what's up. They know they can influence a room or influence a certain person's energy. So you got to be able to watch that as well, because like I said, if you're dining with a certain type of energy and you don't want the end result, let's say that I didn't want to smell like, oh boy, I didn't want to smell like him, then why I have to kind of keep my distance. Go ahead, go ahead.
Now I just remember like how it is on Bigo. Like if you're on those matches, people will try to they will try to take you to another space.
Yeah, true.
I didn't run into some very evil folks on those matches.
Oh yeah.
And I just sit there like this.
Don't give it to them. Yeah.
They can't stand me, and then they'll skip me. They'll skip me because I'm just like.
You ain't playing with it. Yeah, you ain't playing with it. It's not allowing to be able to come on.
But I seen enough people on those matches get outside themselves and get angry at those folks or whatever, and start doing the same things they're doing. Now that's where I've seen it on the matches. On the matches.
She ain't never lied. What's up, Zen Vibes? What's good with you? So yes, that's why I was saying use the movie Fallen as an example. Now just know that it doesn't have to physically touch you like that. We're online. We ain't even seen, but it does have a way in through your eyes, through your ears, and through the words that you're receiving or the energy that you're receiving. Like I said, we'll go in. I want Poetic to be able to say it, but it also happens through sex. People don't understand. You having sex with niggas. I'm telling you, having sex. I'm silly. You having sex with niggas. Or chicks. I'm just saying niggas as in everybody. You know what I mean? But when you're connecting with that person, what I tell people, I'm like, good luck. I ain't having sex with you. Like, I know certain things. So for me if you could transfer on me without us touching each other, what makes you think I'm allow you to physically touch me, let alone allow me to enter inside of you? Hell to the now.com. It's just like, it's more than you can catch more than a STD, quote unquote. I look at spirit transfers worse than STDs. STD, you can go get a pill or get something and get done and you're straight. Other things like other spirits and stuff you receive onto yourself. Spirit transfer
is still a STD.
Hey, that was a good one. Look, that was a good one. It's still an STD. Soul tie DD, not TD.
Spirit transfer disease.
Soul tie disease. STD is a soul tie disease. That's patent right here on the show. Y'all don't play with us. Don't play with us. But yeah, so when you're definitely in that space of, especially, look, now, are you not emotional when you're having sex? Let's be honest. Are you not emotional? Are you not in a certain type of space? You're open in that stuff. You might be saying stuff that you normally don't say. He said he may want to choke you. I'm like, I don't normally choke you. Choke me, nigga. Like, all right, I'm gonna choke you. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's a whole vibe of connecting with that person. You know what I mean? And so you care more about the connection of that person than sometimes your own needs. You know what I mean? I'm a giver. I like to give. You know what I mean? And that says, or please. So being a pleaser, you're really like, I can't play with you when it comes to that. So we got to just be conscious of those things because, we're doing a lot of things outside of our normal character. Now, like I said, it's nothing to be afraid of, though. It's nothing to be afraid of, but it's something to be conscious of. You know what I mean? If you notice that your life has been unraveled or you've been moving in this direction, moving in that direction, and you don't have no consistency with your energy and your emotions, I guarantee you that you're being open for spirit transfer. Spirits are messing with you. You know what I mean? And I told you, it wants you to give off a certain aroma so it can call others like, hey, we got one over here. Come over here. Come watch. This is a good one over here. You know what I mean? So we got to just be conscious of the vehicle that you're in. You're way more powerful than you understand. You definitely have more to give in this world than to to take down the world. Go ahead, Coco. She going in. I got you next, Poetic.
Nah, I just had a joke. It was like, y'all need to come get one of these. It's a chicken salad.
Exactly.
Y'all need to come get one of these.
When
it's
they
over
cook
here. It's energy. Come get it.
Man, when somebody cooking it in the neighborhood, you already know. That whole house can't hide. You know what I mean? Like somebody barbecued or something outside, or somebody got something cooking, or the chimney or something. You be like, y'all smell that? Or somebody smoking? You already know. He's like, oh, wait, I need to go that way. Let me go in this area. This spirit stuff is the exact same way, y'all. We have a spirit ourselves, and we're occupying this flesh gelatin. So it makes sense that we act in the same kind of way. You know what I mean? We like to be around ones that are like ourselves. We like to, there's times when some people like conflict. There's sometimes you like that messy kind of energy. We're the same thing. We just trapped, quote unquote, inside this gelatin. There's ways to free from that. Go ahead, Poetic. I don't know if I was saying what you were saying earlier, but I know you had your hand up.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're definitely... Sorry, we're in the background with chips.
You see them chips? Look, you smell them chips like, oh, let me get some of them damn chips.
Yeah, but, this weekend, another thing about spiritual transferring is that it can also empower you. So this weekend, you guys know that moving around, it tends to hurt my body. It was also raining this weekend. Mother Nature was here, so I was cramping. I was in a lot of pain, but the entire weekend, because of the energy and the spirit that I was encountering this weekend and how strong it was, I powered through my entire weekend. Like, yes, baby, whole knee went out. You heard it go, and I'm like, nope, I got it. Good. Because I felt that. It was that presence there that was feeding me in me going. And even right now, like when I first hopped on this morning, I was, but I have been, the spirit of us and our group and our collective kind of woke me up and gave me that I needed, to be fully present.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's definitely always good to be around like-minded energies. I swear, if anything, because it happens so often and sometimes so when you're not conscious, it's just best to be around people that are more like yourself or more in that kind of spirit. And like Kim was saying down there, yes, all spirits are not bad. I don't feel none of them are bad, quote unquote. It's just depending on the side you want to lean on. So if you look at it as not good or evil, of course, remember we talk about the rim, the middle. You know what I mean? Look at it. What do you rocking with today? That's what you say. And sometimes we just rock a little bit more of energies that are more pro-life or living in that sense. I rock on that side. Others may rock on the other side. That's what's up. That's what they want to do. You know what I mean? We choose. We sit in the seat and we make the decision of how we want to be able to live in this thing, in this vessel. Like one person, just because I have a Ferrari, the Ferrari can go fast as hell. Or it can go slow as hell. It's depending on the driver. The driver is the one. You can be like, oh, I'm just driving this. Dude, I don't want to really do too much. And you got one that's like, fast and furious. All about the driver, man. It's all about the driver. So just keep that in mind. As long as you're in the seat of the driver, there's nothing to be afraid of. Just make sure that you're in consciousness. You got to be conscious of it. Damn, this is good. This is super good. So, some of the other notes that I had in here, let me just look at this real quick. I talked about us being to protect ourselves from our emotions. So it's good to be slow to anger when it comes to certain emotions. There's a lot of other ones. Thank you. Appreciate it. Slow to anger because there's some spirits, boy, that will mess your life up. That will mess your universe up. They will cause one little small, like she was saying earlier, one little grain of something to blow up beyond belief. Now you done lost your house, you done lost your job, you done lost your girl, you done lost a kid. You know what I mean? It can go really, really drastic in the other direction if you're dining with certain type of spirits or certain type of energies. But one of the things that I've noticed in my short period of time, but long period of time of dealing with certain kind of energies is the lower type of vibrations or the anger type of energies kind of feed on the ones that feel that they're not enough. This is a key thing right here, y'all. If you feel that you're not enough or you feel that you need someone else or something else, then it's going to be that something else in order to use you. No other way to say it. it's going to be that particular thing. If you feel you're not pretty enough, let's say that for women, if you feel you're not handsome enough for the men, or you feel you ain't the guy, whatever, it's going to present itself in a certain type of way, and it's going to have some good ass suggestions. Please believe me, they don't play fair. So it's going to have the best suggestions that make you feel, hey, I got to do it this way, or I got to do it that way in order to be what it is. But if you're that thing already, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? There's nothing to do except for adding on what you already are. That's a mental note. So to feel that something outside of you is better than you, or something outside of you is in a position that you want to be in, is already a trick in itself. Run the other way, for real, for real. But these energies prey on the ones that feel that they're not enough. These energies prey on the people that feel in a lower type of self-esteem. So you'll notice yourself being in a certain type of, I'm seeing constriction. I keep using that word a lot, but you'll see yourself in multiple type of constrictions a lot more than what you would like to be when you're feeling that you're not enough. It always starts in that space of like, nobody likes me. Nobody's going to be in this, be with this and rock with me. Then here goes a spirit possessing someone else or oppressing someone else. And they're gonna be like, hey, man, you want to join this gang? I'm just saying gang, just to be general. But hey, you want to be a part of this crew or this, that? No, you good, bro. You the dope, man. Let me just help you a little bit. Let me put this chain on. You good? Let me just put this chain on you real quick, boy. Let me just put this here on with you real quick. And then now you put it on. Now you feel more accepted. And then what? Let me turn this light up. And I said, then what? Now you feel more accepted. And now what are you doing? You're playing a character. You're in that character now. Now I feel like I'm the guy. Now I got some bands. Now I got the women all on me and stuff like that. But you don't even understand that that's not even your true character at that time. Some people, it could be not even your true nature of who you are. So now you're playing a role of somebody else's spirit that is influencing your spirit. All right, I'm not going to go too far in. Juicy, you still there? You still there? I'm going to make sure I talk to you too. All right, so now when it comes to this thing, and this is something that people I don't hear nobody talking about this. Do we understand? And have you seen spirits transfer with animals? People don't know spirit can transfer with an animal. Have you seen any spirits like when it comes? I know you've seen it with people, and so I just don't want to keep beating the horse kind of thing. But what about spirit transferring into animals? Have you seen that in any type of way?
Not personally, no, but I've read about it. Mm-hmm. I've read about it.
Yes.
And they rise themselves as a human. It's crazy how the transformation is.
Yeah.
They're no longer that animal. Now they're the animal plus that human. Mm-hmm. And they actually are stronger to me, I think, than human to human transfer. Yeah.
Have you noticed, especially with cats? Y'all better know how deep cats are. That cats are spiritual than a mofo. They can see spirits too. That's why they use that on Constantine, the movie and stuff, when he was holding the cat and looking in the cat in the eyes. That was a whole ritual y'all didn't even know about. Like for real. But seriously.
It's crazy because when I was in Ohio, like I noticed like cats was gravitating towards me. But remember when I said I was in that house with all those different spirits? Yeah. The cats were my protector. Like they were seen it before.
Yeah. That's true. So. That's true. Cats is something else. All animals, trust me. Animals don't sleep on them. We think that they're lower minded, lower level, don't got it like we do. They're just on another journey. You just got to know that they're on a journey. There's something else now. Really. Right. And the thing about it is not everybody get that either. Like not everybody have that. The cats are really are considered as royalty. So if you ever notice you just walking down the street or walking somewhere and you see all these cats coming out of nowhere, you better know it's something special about you. Yeah. And they come to you. Have you noticed, look, they are feeders of the energy as well. So when you first come into a building, how a cat starts to rub against your leg, it goes between your legs, like figure eight kind of vibe. It's rubbing his tail. His tail is actually flicking and doing some weird stuff. While it's doing this, and it's doing a little shake and getting shimmies. I'm telling you, it's letting you know something. It's deeper than just, he's cute, it likes me. It's doing some stuff. I even had a cat like get on his back and roll over with the legs up under me. Then I'm like, I'm not fond of animals. I haven't had any, but it's always like the cats, the dogs,
Like dogs are real spirit.
Yes,
they're very strong spirits.
Dogs are spiritual too. So, the vibration of a dog, which is some key facts.
If a dog is barking at you, that means something wrong with your spirit. You better move on.
Oh yeah. I tell people all the time, the vibration of actual dog's frequency is on love, all the time. That's why you can beat the hell.
Say that,
go ahead.
I'm afraid of dogs, and ever since I was injured, dogs gravitate towards my legs. Mm-hmm. Like they're always around my legs.
They know what's up.
Or licking my feet. It would be weird. This one dog would always lick my feet. I'm like, yo, your dog got a foot fetish, bro. It's nasty. Get your dog, man.
Yeah, it's a frequency. Dogs' frequency that they vibrate on. Everybody vibrates at a different frequency. We're amazing because we can change our frequency from anything. But the vibration of a dog's frequency is unconditional love. Like default is unconditional love. That's why you can beat the hell out of a dog. You can do all this stuff to a dog and a dog still come back to your ass like, hey, like awesome. Like, what the hell? I just beat you. It's like forgives you quickly. They hold their grudges too. Don't get it twisted. The cats are more like, man, F you. I'm on my own stuff. You know what I mean? But dogs are quick to gravitate and teach you. Dogs are teaching you how to love, how to be. Anybody walk in, some dogs, if you don't train them a certain type of way, a dog will be all up on your lap. You know what I mean? You be like, no, stop, sit down, bite them. You know what I mean? You have to be like that. They're being loyal to you. So they turn to that. Go ahead, Coco. Mm-hmm.
No Mike Vick for real. So yeah, I'm most definitely an animal whisperer.
Yeah.
All animals gravitate towards me throughout my life. I done been chased by many dogs. I got some stories about that. But also, that's how I've gotten dogs too. Like I've never paid for dogs. They show up at my doorstep. My cats show up at my doorstep. Like when I was younger, we had like 30 cats just coming by and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they gravitate toward me. Like even two of close friends of the family and stuff whatnot then gave me their dog because they know their dog love me, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, she want to go home with you? Like, they gave me their dog twice in my life. Like, you know what I mean?
They know.
I had a Great Dane and a Dachshund Chihuahua that was given to me because they know that animal love me. Like, anytime I come over, they just always up under me.
Man.
But also, I wanted to say something that we didn't touch on yet.
Go ahead.
Was about spirits and drinking of the spirits.
Yes.
Like especially with hoodoo and voodoo and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the I had that down here. That was next under the dog. So you in the spirit right now because animals and stuff and like you were saying with the animals and they feel the frequency, they feel how you are. But like she said, alcohol. Whew, my Lord. That's why they call it spirits, y'all. Do y'all understand? Like when you're drinking and stuff like that, they call it spirits. They say, hey, I'm having some spirits. Listen, they're saying that because why? When you're drinking alcohol, and there's nothing wrong. If you want to drink some alcohol, do it at your own at your own discretion. But let's be honest, you're open. So when you're thinking about it, y'all, the craziest times you done had, the times when you might have gave it up or you might have gave it to somebody that you might not have normally gave it up to, most of the time it's going to be when you're under some type of influence, which most of the time is alcohol. Sometimes they call it liquid courage. It ain't nothing liquid courage about it. It's something that you already have inside of you, but you are intimidated to be that true way. So you got a spirit that's assisting you. And these names of the spirits sometimes is in the damn alcohol, the alcohol you're drinking. You say anything possible. I drink some Hennessy shit. What's up? What? Who? What we gonna do? You know what I mean? You drink some rum or something, or they say gin make you sin. Drinking a little bit of gin. Now you gonna talk to every girl at the bar. Normally you would never talk to none of these women at the bar.
Goose make you lose. Goose get you loose.
All these names, but it's the truth. It's the facts, y'all. You're drinking this particular thing, and normally your guards are up because if you're conscious, of course, most of the time your guards is up. Like, hey. You hear a little thought in your mind like, yeah, why don't you go slap her? Like, nah, I ain't about to go slap her. Get the fuck. Why don't you go punch him in the jaw? I'm like, no, I would never. What you talking about? Get a little alcohol in you. He rub you lightly the wrong way. Now you think you Mr. T. You think you the buffest nigga in the room. So you like, yeah, hey, how about you shut up? Like, what the hell? And I've had even women that I've dated tell me they truths, boy. Tell me some damn truth. You get a little bit of alcohol in your life. She told me how she really feel. I'm like, I need to get you a little tipsy a little more often. Shit, you tell me the real. Nah, but being honest though, they call it spirits for a reason. And 9 times out of 10, if a person, like she was saying with the voodoo and all that stuff, these people that are putting these alcohols together are not just putting a good drink together to make you feel good. They're putting together a potion. This is deep, y'all. I'm surprised this is going through the whole thing. It's not tripping, but they're putting a potion together to cause you to be in a certain type of altered state. When you're in an altered type of state, you're separate, altered, you're somewhere else, and someone else is coming to sit into that particular seat, and you're literally watching it. That's why most of these people, when they're drinking and stuff, they say, I don't know what happened. I blacked out. Or I don't know. I felt some type of way. You know, it's the truth, because you're being influenced by certain type of energies. And that's why they do libations. If anybody know about libations, they're doing it with alcohol most of the time. You have, or water, you know, but you have libations when you're pouring that out for certain spirits or certain energies. Go ahead, Coco.
No, I was just saying in most rituals, that's what they use. They'll use the alcohol, and you see them spit it before they do their possession. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is. And so they're knowing that if the alcohol is causing a certain type of presence, it's definitely noticed in the spirit realm. It's a different kind of water is noticed in the spirit too. You don't sleep on no damn water. Salt water, I always tell people, Himalayan salt or just sea salt water is the number one way for holy water. When you see these guys spraying it on demons and stuff, and they like, that ain't nothing special. That is salt water, y'all. Salt water. So just imagine what the ocean is. Just gonna say that. If you want to get away from some spirit, just go to the ocean. I'm just saying. But there's a certain type of with liquids and certain type of hydrogens or different forms of oxygens, H2O. Then it allows you to be in a certain type of realm. So just keep that in mind. I'm not gonna go. That's a whole little thing in itself. But be honest. You say you like to drink. Hey, I don't smoke, y'all. I don't do all that, but I might drink a little something. Shit, that's worse. Like, that ain't safe. You ain't safe. You know, anything that you decide to go into the path of, it's your choice. And it's a beautiful vessel that we're in, that we can surf this way. We can surf that way. We can do this or do that. But I would say don't overindulge in anything, because everything in existence is kind of watching you to see when you're outside of yourself or looser or, at a certain point, so it can be able to take it. Not all energies want to take advantage of you, but a lot of them do. It's a lot of entities that are no longer here, or they're no longer here in the physical body. And so their only way to actually live is through you. You know what I mean? And you're reacting their situations that they did when they were living, or you're reacting a energy that's the ultimate energy. Because before we like how you say Cain and Abel, the whole energy of Cain and Abel and the sacrifice and all that stuff, that was a spirit or energy that was over them, hovering over them. They both had the option to not do neither nor. But they did, and it's a cycle that goes on and on. They used to write these or say that it was written in the stars, all these energies in different circumstances, and we just relive these things over and over and over again. Okay, let's get ready to, we're going to go to a quick commercial real quick. We'll break it and come right back, probably hit a couple of more important pointers. And then, then that's going to be it, y'all. I don't want to drive it in too much, but yeah, this is something that I feel in my spirit, speaking of spirits, that I feel we're slacking or not, we're slipping on. We're not really watching and paying attention to it, or we're taking it very, very lightly. Just, you don't have to be afraid. Like I said, it's not to be afraid because it's dark over there or whatever, but just know that your light and your spirit and your energy is a certain type of way. You're a certain type of way for a reason. And if you like that way and you're building and developing that, and you don't want it to be influenced with other ways, you just got to watch yourself, man. You got to watch yourself. You got to watch the people you're around. You got to watch the music that's going into your eardrums, your ear gates. Watching what you're saying out of your mouth. You can think one thing, but where's that thought coming from? You might be picking up other thoughts for somebody else you didn't have sex with, or you've been chilling with all this other time, the stuff they're saying, and it starts to come into your mind. Now you're saying it. Now you're applying it onto yourself. So just being conscious of these things allows us to move in a frequency of being consistent, man, and knowing that is way, way deeper than what the eyes can see. All right, let's go ahead and go to a commercial break real fast. Let's pay some bills to ourselves is what I like to say. Let's pay some bills real quick. We are a company that is not just based on just spirits and all this other stuff, but we do help creatives fulfill their purpose, what they feel to do, you know, to be able to create and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and pay some bills real quick. Okay, we are back. Welcome back. I feel like we took a journey. We definitely took a journey. We've been talking about spirits all day. We was talking about how spirits transfer through spirits, alcohol itself. We was talking about how spirits transfer through our pets, our animals, just presence of a person, an energy, somebody touching you, somebody hugging you. On Bigo, when you're entertaining certain type of energies and laughing and all that stuff, that spirit can be able to affect you. We talk about sex, a whole bunch of stuff. So I feel that the moral of the story is, without, like I said, going too much, we're going to change it up a little bit, the energy. The moral of the story is you're the one that's sitting in the seat. Make sure that that's always that you're the one sitting in the seat, and don't dine with any energies through objects as well. Yes, she ain't lying.
It's also transferred to objects.
She ain't never lying. Most of the time, and that's a quick story before I go in. That's throwing me off, but that's true. It's true. Sometimes a person will want some of your garments. This is so talking to myself. I'm gonna just tell you a wise story, okay? And I just know some things. So a person wanted my energy so bad that they wanted some of my garments, I would say. And I'll just be very light, because when you speak on certain spirits, they be like, the antennas for some reason will come up. And they wanted my garments, but I understood, because I've sweated in my shirts, and sweat is holy water. Remember, it's salty. Tears are also holy water. That's another whole story in itself. And then you also have oils that are connected to your body. Oils are, man, anointing, and the whole stuff they talk about is for a reason. When they talk about oils and stuff like that for your anointing and all that, it's a whole deep another conversation. But this particular individual wanted something of mine, a hair, wanted a hat, something, anything. And so I would say, be very wise who you give who you're giving your clothes to, whose clothes you're wearing, because that is a way for you to transfer spirits or transfer energies. So you can be feeling some type of way a whole entire day, or feeling like, hey, I'm really, some type of way because you're wearing a certain type of garment that belongs to somebody else. I wouldn't highly recommend to switch it. switch clothes with people, even though sometimes we might do it with our sisters, brothers, and stuff like that. But just keep in mind, because spirit lives inside those clothes. You could be having a horrible day on that particular day, and then it transfers into that garment, and now when someone else wears it, it's adding on, and you just don't even know. You can't even track why your day is going a certain type of way. So just be in confidence, or just be conscious of that clothes as well. So that does make sense. Even elders, when they'll say, if you notice any of these psychics or certain people, they'll be like, do you have something of hers? Do you have something of his? They're saying that for a reason, because the spirit of that possession, meaning you own it, it possess it, it's mine. The fact that you do that, something happens within it, and the moments that you've had with that particular thing transfers onto that particular thing. So if some Nike, some J's, he loved these J's, right? It's some energy you put into that. And also one more thing, food, poetic. Whoa, she knows about this. Spirit can be transferred through food. A person preparing your meal for you can put energy in your food, and you're taking on that particular energy as well into your body, into your digestive system, and so mote it be. Stuff happens. So it doesn't mean be bad. It's not always bad, but just keep in mind, these are different vehicles that can be able to alter your actual spirit itself to try to influence it or to assist alongside of it. Got it. And good. Appreciate that, Keeman. That was good. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get ready to go to another segment of the show, and yeah, let's get ready to do some Would You Rather. I'm gonna bring that down. I'm gonna go ahead and give the microphone to the great Coco.
All right, before we go into Would You Rather, I just got something to add on to that. I've seen a video, and it said be mindful of the things you buy from secondhand stores, right? And most importantly, candles and mirrors, because you never know the intent that was put on those things.
You ain't never lied about that. You just reminded me that we do need to do a show on mirrors. Write that down, Juicy. Mirrors are another realm. Yes. I know y'all feel this is gonna be sounding crazy. Imagine mirror being another realm that's the reverse of what you're doing right now, or the opposite. And when you go step into the mirror in the realm of the mirror, you're actually meeting yourself at the exact same time. That's a whole nother world. That's why certain energies or entities or witches and stuff like that, they blacken the back of the mirror. It's a vibe for that. They do black on the back of a mirror. It's because they're trying to either hold that energy in place or certain things. I'm about to spill the beans for real. But mirror world is a whole nother world. It's like, imagine your world, but the reverse side of your world, or the altered side of your world. And every time you come to the mirror in that particular realm, you're coming to the mirror as well at the same time. It's so deep. And you guys don't want to core, but it's just the reverse. All right, cool. That was good. That was a good point. Oh no. And then Coco froze. She's in the mirror world. You chilling in the mirror right now? All right, so I'll wait 1 second. If she has it.
Froze?
Yeah, it's just showing you froze. You blinking like you in your spirit, like you just went meditating right now. You might
Lord, my Wi-Fi is good.
Okay, you might have to drop. Let me see. You might have to drop down and come right back up just so we can see.
I say no. It's only you.
Yeah.
It's only you, Blick.
Oh, really? You just see just me?
I told you I'm good.
No, she good.
Oh, really?
It's just you.
I'm frozen, so it must be my internet.
For a minute, I was like,
yeah, it must be my internet then, because everything else is working on me.
No, not you, Coco.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lord, I don't know. Remember I told y'all about the spirits.
Look, spirit, remember
I told y'all. I was telling y'all.
I'm about to say my Wi-Fi looks good.
Mine is full. I'm on 4 bars.
That happened last time.
Yeah, I'm on 4 bars. I told y'all.
Man,
I like to told y'all.
Serious, man. Every time we talk about you, they're like, you got to talk about us.
I'm telling you. I notice it every single time. That's what I was saying. I was surprised that we got through the whole, just about through the whole show. Because I'm telling you guys, the Lord is my witness. I be watching what I say also, because I know my spirit. I know what I'm capable of. But let me see real quick if you can, Juice, if you can. I got the box locked, so if you can drop down real quick and come back up. If not, we're gonna just keep it pushing. Yeah, because I see. Yeah, if you can, because everybody else I can see. Yeah,
I'll do it.
There we go. We're just real fast. Okay, cool. Got y'all. Let me put you back. Put your back, baby. I got your back right there. Put your back right there. Let me see. All right. And it's waiting for it. And we're waiting. Booyaka. All right. Got you. Let me move you back in the regular box. And boom. All right, cool. We're good. All right. So, yeah, I know my internet has been kind of lightly tripping, too. They're resurfacing the whole internet in the whole house over here. It's a gigantic castle I'm in. So we got to get it right. But, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and go into Would You Rather?
Let's get into it. All right. With Slave, we're going to start with you. Would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told?
Shoot. Poetic?
The ability to you'll be yeah, a liar. Right. Can't tell no lies. No lie.
No lie? Let me see. Hold on. No lie. 1 second. All right, there we go. Let me see if I do it like this.
We good?
Yeah, we good. Go ahead. So I didn't hear what she said, though. I didn't hear what she said.
Okay. All right. Juicy, this is your question.
Yeah.
Would you rather always hit a red light for the first of your... Wait, hold on. What?
Whatever.
Okay, we're going to skip that one. I don't like that one. Juicy, would you rather know how you will die or when you will die?
Ooh.
I most definitely want to know how.
Ouch. So she gonna avoid that. So if it's knives, she gonna put all butter knives, the soft butter knives in her house.
It's like Final Destination is inevitable, but at least if I know, I could try somewhat to prepare myself.
She like, I'm gonna brace myself. She said cars, like I don't get in cars. I don't even go outside where cars are driving. I don't, ever, never. If it's a sickness, you're like, I ain't gonna eat this no more, ever again. Now that's crazy.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Alrighty.
Okay.
This is for you, Blick. Would you rather live in a haunted house or the middle of the desert?
Shit.
You be nomadic.
I know. I know I'm gonna choose probably the room. Hey, I'll probably be in the haunted house, man. Shit, I've been in the haunted places before. Shit, I can rock with the spirits. Don't trip.
That's what I'm saying. Give me the desert. I'll be out there in the cover. You know what I'm saying? Living nomadic.
You said give me the desert? It depends what kind of haunted house it is, though, I would say. But for me, I don't know. Like I said, I don't mind. I don't get afraid
well, you know what?
of spirits, though, because... I don't know.
The desert kind of haunted, too.
Yeah. If you ever been out in the middle of nowhere, like in the desert, and how dark it is with no lights, that shit is crazy.
All the stories they say it's giants out that bitch. All
aliens out there too. So that's why I said I'll take the house.
Bigfoot.
Give me the house.
You got Bigfoot.
And I'm just gonna be talking to spirits. I'm gonna be just talking to spirits. I'm gonna be like, look, Chantel, whatever that spirit name, like, leave me alone. I'm going to sleep. Y'all gonna be thinking I'm crazy. But, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. I just present myself different with spirits. I feel spirits be watching me and they be, you know, they're conscious of me. Like I watch how they are in people and sometimes like they talk. I be like knowing what's up. Like, nah. Yeah, I ain't moving in no fear. Oh, that's good though. That's good. Okay, cool. So I think that's about it, you guys. We're going to get ready to wrap up the show. This is an excellent show. Talking about the spirits. Thank you for our spirit guides and our energies and people that have came to assist us with this. I hope that you got one nug, if anything, from this show. It was definitely a good show to go back to. I would definitely say that, like I said, just being conscious of your energy, but conscious of that. We'll definitely have to bring this back and make it go a little bit longer on that. But yeah, this was definitely a good thing. So if anybody wants to get in contact with us, Hitmaker Society is the best way to contact us. Hitmakersociety.com. You see it below. Got him, Coach. Also on our Instagram, we have We Are HMS. That's WEARE HMS. My personal Instagram is Blick333. That's BLIC. Don't put the K on it. BLIC 333. And yeah, that's just another place to be able to get in contact with us. Bigo. If you're on Bigo Live, if you see up there, it says HMS Media. That's the best way to find us on there. We have HMS Castings, a whole bunch of ones on here, but make sure you type in HMS Media. You'll be able to see our page. We go live all the time. I do music all the time. We're always welcoming like-minded energies, like-minded souls that are here. Yeah, I feel like we're gathering everybody together that we either knew in another life or another something. We just gathering them all together so we can move and do what we're supposed to do in this world. All right. So Coco, if anybody wanted to get in contact with you, what's the best way they can get in contact with you?
Right here on Bigo ID Coco Water and on IG Coco Luan.
Okay, got him. Okay, poetic poison. If anybody need to get in contact with you and they want to, some writing skills, abilities, you got a lot of things. What's the best way they can get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me here on Bigo Poet Soul is the ID, or on my social media, One Poetic Poison, y'all. And also Big Show. So make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday for the show. They let me off the leash, y'all. It's gonna be nasty in the morning.
Yes, we are letting her go loose, man. Wednesday is going to be Kink Wednesday, for real. So she's going to be letting us know.
On hump day.
And it's on a hump day. You already know, we set it up. But on Wednesday, we're just pretty much talking about the pros and cons of the kink. We're breaking some of the traditions of what people think that it is, so we can guys have more knowledge on it. So yeah, so if you're definitely floating on that frequency, it is a good show to actually come a part of. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm seeing what we're going to have. We're going to have some special guests. We're going to have some stuff that Poetic is going to be teaching us, letting us know some things about. I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely going to be fun, y'all. So it's this Wednesday. So one day, then Wednesday. All right, so Juicy, Queen Juice. If anybody wants to get in contact with you, what is the best way that they can get in contact with you?
First, on Bigo at One Juicy. On IG at Shaniku82 and business email RashawnConley.hms@gmail.com.
Okay. Cool. Appreciate it. Excellent show. Normally Mondays, shout out to Goddess. Normally on Mondays, we do the tea with the stars. She wasn't here. Shout out to Tina. That's another one. HMS rep up in here. Appreciate her coming in. She definitely was keeping it popping on the YouTube side. And yeah, so we'll definitely be back on Wednesday. Bring your kink, your chains, your whips, all of the above. 50 Shades of Gray looking ass. No, it's gonna be good. So
50 Shades of Poison. Fuck that.
50 Shades of Poison. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. Keeping the balance on all kind of topics, all kind of shows. Yeah, so we thank you once again for tuning in to the Top of the Morning show. And yeah, we will be back. And we appreciate y'all. Here you go. Stay above the dirt, y'all. Stay above the dirt.